So much of my high school years are a blur, but I will never forget the first day. First of all, this was my uniform, plaid skirt and all, and I will never forget standing on the steps of my school, which looked like a college campus. It is full brick buildings, glamorous, gorgeous, trimmed, manicured, all that stuff. Standing there in my plaid skirt and my white tennis shoes and my white socks and my polo and my bright blue hair. I had just moved there from California like 2 weeks earlier. I was already way out of my element. I was like, let's just go for it. I'm gonna stand out anyway. I might as well just stand out. I just thought this was like the best idea ever. Just bright blue hair. I was like, well, we'll make an impression. And I did. I remember taking like 4 steps towards campus, getting through the front door, and one of the heads of upper school, so I was in the upper school, that's the high school, and one of the heads took one look at me and like stopped me in my tracks and said basically, I'm going to assume that that's not your natural hair color. And if that's a correct assumption, I better not ever see it on you again. So I made it about 5 minutes before getting my first demerit, which is like you needed 3 demerits in order to get a Saturday school. And I was like, okay, that sucked. But it was washout. I was like, I'll be fine tomorrow. I just need to not get 2 more demerits. I get halfway down the hall toward my locker with my blue hair, which is causing quite a few looks at this point. So I'm walking towards my locker and I get stopped by another head of school. And she goes, what are those? And I look down at my shoes and they're these really fancy running tennis shoes at the time that have no laces in them so that your laces won't come undone. They're just awesome. They're like these zip up little zip fronts. They're fabulous. I am really proud of them. And she's like, we have a rule against tennis shoes being untied. And I was like, well, they're not untied. There are no laces in them, you see. And she was like, yeah, that counts. That's not appropriate footwear. That's going to be a demerit. And I was like, I was 5 minutes into school and I understood the blue hair, but my shoes did not fit the dress code because the dress code said your laces had to be tied. And my shoes had no laces. So I was like, for God's sakes, whatever. It's 2 demerits. I just need to not get one more this whole week. And I get through a class period and you can't have any food in the hallway, okay? But you can have food in your locker. Second class, I think it was. And the teacher was going to show a movie because it was first day. And I was like, teacher, you rock. And she was like, okay, so if you have any food, because it was before lunch, she's like, if you have any food you want to eat, so you can go get it and bring it back. So I go out into the hall to the locker to get my snack, to bring it back, and I'm carrying it midway, and the third, a hall monitor, is like, what's that? And I was like, it's a snack, I was allowed to take it. And she was like, She's like, there are no snacks allowed in the hall. I'm gonna have to give you a demerit. And I didn't get any demerits the 4 years that I was there after that day. But the first day of school, that pretty much sums up my high school. There's nothing else I need to say about that. That day will go down in infamy. Blue hair, laceless, with snacks. I gave up. I was like, you know what? Fuck it.